Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for episode 5 of Kokoku, and it continues once again to be probably anime of the season. Hakata Tonkotsu Ramen's, Mitsuboshi Colors, Citrus, they're all anime I seriously love, but Kokoku is still just going really strong. We get to find out more about Majima's backstory here at the beginning, which I thought was, I don't know, maybe not the highlight of the episode. It's sort of an episode of highlights like every week. Everything was pretty good. So starting at the beginning, Kid Majima gets a special stone as she's a kid, but then when the so we kind of get confirmation then, I suppose, on how the subordinate stones work. I guess if you're around them in that certain radius, when the Master Stone activates stasis, then you become part of stasis. So I guess that's how all of Sagawa's thugs and cult and whatever all ended up getting sent into the stasis, is that they all just held on to the stone. Or some of the people may have not even been Sagawa's thugs. They could have just been some thugs that had a subordinate stone and they had been using it perhaps to make it into stasis just to commit random crimes and stuff. Who knows? But either way. So Kid Majima has this stone. When the grandpa activated stasis when Juri was a child, it sent Majima's family into the stasis as well. So they're caught up there, and the father accepts living there, accepts the despair of it, and becomes a herald. The mother and brother are then too weak to deal with all that, become heralds as well, and Shoko, who is Majima's first name, she starts becoming a herald as well, but Juri saves her by using her power to somewhat stop what's going on and then finally knock her out of stasis. So by doing that, she stopped her from becoming a herald. So Majima then explains, back in the present time, that she wants to use Juri and her powers to save her family by expelling the specters from the heralds, so that she can at least take her family's bones back with her and give them a proper burial or something. So then the one guy's like, well, that's some kind of crazy backstory, but he was pretty much like, I'll flip on Sagawa if you have sex with me later. And she's like, sure, afterward. So damn, Majima was very quickly going to agree to that. But then, not gonna happen, because Guy doesn't get a chance to help her out. He gets instantly just taken down by Yuri. Or Juri gets the specter knocked out of him. So then the one cultist, they have a little skirmish before they end up separating. The one cultist guy is following Tsubasa and Makoto. I believe he's the leader of the cult. But Juri leaves a note back at their house for Tsubasa telling him to hide, and then goes to rescue their father. Back to Sagawa, I actually liked this, and it was a lot of development for Sagawa. He uses himself as bait, testing if he can control his intent to kill, if he can think about killing people a little bit to try to summon a herald, but not actually do enough to get killed by one. And I like how it takes him a couple tries and he's trying to build up the courage. And a lot of times villains are kept really protected, so to speak, where we don't see them really struggle with much so that they become a bigger threat for the hero to overcome. They seem really unstoppable. So it was cool seeing Sagawa seem like a normal person, and we still don't really know what makes him a villain, what his real plans are, but just the way he's been going about things, I would say it very much seems like he is the villain here. But he ends up summoning the herald that is Majima's brother, and then the mother, and then father. And they end up killing the cult heavy because he goes in and is like, whatever, they can't stop us, let's just try to do whatever. Because it's just this little miniature one. But they end up killing the cult heavy guy. The father then trying to they're trying to save him, the grandpa and Juri, but he's being really useless and arguing we need to make the deal or whatever. Then Sako is the name of the one guy that was with Majima and the other guy. So Sako and Majima, the two of them go rogue, because I actually liked Sako's development throughout the episode, where he's like slowly saying, this stuff with the cult is kind of madness. I can't deal with these crazies. I need to help you, Majima. You actually have a real story and a real reason for what you're going through. So he and Majima go rogue, presumably to go follow Juri and try to make a deal with her. The cult leader hides in the bathroom. Then he later comes out to try to sneak up on Makoto, but I think he was kind of using Makoto as bait to draw Tsubasa in. So Tsubasa comes in to try to save Makoto and ends up getting attacked. Tsubasa tries to fight him off, and then we get cliffhung by somebody getting stabbed. Don't know if it's actually going to be Tsubasa or the cult leader, though. I think Tsubasa's actually going to kill the cult leader, because in the promo for next episode, it looks like the cult leader might be dead, and it looks like Tsubasa has blood on him, and he has the specter threads coming out of him like he's about to become a herald. So what I think is going to happen is, I think he's going to kill the cult leader, fall into despair. I'm hoping Makoto's going to be fine, but I think he's going to fall into despair and start running risk of turning into a herald, and we see he's out walking on the streets or something. So what I think is going to happen is that Majima is going to save him from becoming a herald, to sort of A, maybe gain the trust of Juri and her family, but B, kind of repay that debt a little bit from Juri saving her when she was a child. So I think that's the way I predict this ending up next episode. But I thought it was really tense and exciting. The episode was just so good. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I mention it every week, but I love the mystery of things and all the rules surrounding the stasis, and all the aspects like specters and heralds and stuff. And I totally want a Yuri ship between Juri and Majima. Really, a team up leading to a Yuri ship. I ship those two very, very much. But either way, I'm going to give this another 9. I feel like the past 3 weeks I've given it 9 out of 10, haven't I? But 9 lucky Majimas out of 10. Majima is very, very, very open. But yeah, 9 out of 10. I really liked it, as I really like this show. But either way, if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this episode or what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more. Kokoku, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.